It's Wednesday, September 24th, and I'm just wondering today where the Cowboys are headed from here.
And now, a word from our title sponsor.
Eyeing retirement? We aim to turn your nest egg into a paycheck with half the amount you've been led to believe. Fluent Financial combines in-house portfolio design risk management with income-generating investments designed to aid your financial independence. Our goal is to develop an effective portfolio strategy to help you retire sooner and have a better lifestyle. Fluent Financial can also implement a program that allows business owners to install a cash balance plan, which may potentially reduce income tax payments. You've worked hard to become successful. Let us help develop an effective portfolio strategy that works for you. Learn more today about Fluent Financial. Retire sooner, better lifestyle. For more information or to schedule a meeting, visit fluentfinancial.com or call 972-852-4800.
Yes, the Cowboys are now dealing with injuries. CeeDee Lamb has a high ankle sprain, and the club is trying to figure out whether they want to put him on injured reserve, which would keep him out 4 weeks. And the rookie guard, Tyler Booker, who's been pretty good so far, he's got a high ankle sprain, and the diagnosis for him, out 2 to 4 weeks. But yes, they have injuries. Yes, Lamb's very important. And they're missing Deron Bland, a starting corner. And now with Booker hurt, they're missing Rob Jones, the free agent they signed to back up at either guard. But I'm sorry, nobody in this league is crying crocodile tears for the Dallas Cowboys. Injuries happen. That bumper sticker should replace bleep happens for all NFL fans. Because while you're looking at these injuries, all of us are looking at them, how many teams don't have their starting quarterback these days? And what would life be like if the Cowboys didn't have Dak Prescott? The problem here is not injuries. I'm sorry. It is what no one else is saying. The problem here is talent, or the lack of it. There are a handful of really good players on this team. Really, really good players on this team. But that's all. A handful is all. And a handful won't carry you through NFL seasons. Let's take a look at the talent more closely. I'm going to explain Pro Football Focus's way of grading. They grade every position every week. Now, if you've heard me before talk about this, you know I'm not a big fan of the weekly grades. Something can happen in a single game to change grades. But you know what? When the grades this week look like the grades last week, that's of concern. So, let me take you to the grades for this week. Here's how it works. They take all 16 games in the league, 32 teams. If a person played a certain number of plays at a position, that person then gets graded. For instance, you know where I'm going with the cornerback question and what happened to the Cowboys last Sunday. Oh, jeez. There were 102 cornerbacks who played enough plays last week to be graded. Jair Elam, he rated number 72 out of 102. Dinks was number 87. That's not even backup quality for either one of them. Let's go to safety. They graded 76 safeties on their play last weekend. Of the 76, Malik Hooker graded number 49, and Donovan Wilson graded number 59. Think of what that says about the secondary last week. Let's go to the linebackers. There were 73 linebackers that Pro Football Focus graded. Number 51 was Jack Sanborn out of 73. Number 51. And he was the best Cowboy linebacker. Because Damone Clark graded number 64 out of 73. And Kenneth Murray was number 68 out of 73. And by the way, where's Maris Liufau, the third-round draft choice from last year, who looked like he had a chance to be a player? He's now a bit part player. He plays a handful of plays. Are these others really that much better than Liufau? But I digress. Let's go to the offensive line. There were 72 tackles that played enough plays to be graded. Terrence Steele was number 36. Let's see. 32 teams in the league. He's the 36th best tackle. That's not terrible. That's a usable player. But that's all. And given what he's being paid, you expect a higher rating. But then that's true of a lot of people we just mentioned these ratings. The other tackle, Tyler Guyton, out of those 72 tackles graded, was number 64. Guyton's ratings were like this last year. They are like this this year. Something's got to change at left tackle. Either Tyler Guyton's got to change, or somebody else gets a shot. At guard, here's the good news. Out of 74 guards graded by Pro Football Weekly, Tyler Booker was number 20. That is solid. That is solid. The shock? Tyler Smith was number 42. We're used to Tyler Smith being number 10. But he was number 24, number 42 last week against the Bears. There was no pass rush last week. Caleb Williams last year got sacked 3.9 times per game. Sunday, he was sacked never. It's the first time he's ever played an NFL game that he was not sacked. That tells you something about the Cowboys' pass rush. And here are some numbers for you. Second-year defensive end Marshawn Lynch. James Houston, they were excited to pick him up because he had showed some possibilities. And Donovan Ezeraku, the second-round pick this year, who I still think has got a chance to be a good player. They were on the field for a combined 67 snaps. Number of quarterback sacks? Of course, none. Number of quarterback pressures? None. They never even sniffed his aftershave. And we can focus on the pass rush, but realize in the first drive of the second half for the Bears, they kept the ball 9 minutes and 54 seconds. At one point, they ran 11 consecutive running plays. 11! Just run, 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 run. And we knew the Bears could pass. That's what they did all day. But here they drive 10 minutes, basically, and can't get stopped. So let's take an overview. On offense, who played well? Tyler Booker. That's it, Tyler Booker. On defense, who played well? Nobody. Nobody. It was horrific. Just horrific. And these were the mediocre Bears. A much better team is coming in this week, the Packers. And down the line, there's the Lions. And I don't have to tell you the schedule here. It's filled with very solid football teams. Somewhere, somehow, this team has to get a lot better. But with this talent, will it? I know there were injuries, but do not, Cowboy fans, use a handful of injuries to excuse very poor play. And we get to Dak Prescott next. What do you want from your favorite restaurant? Fantastic personal service, a cheery, welcoming, spotless atmosphere, and, of course, great food. The primest of beef, wagyu and lamb, incredibly fresh seafood, lobster, salmon, shrimp, Hall of Fame food from a Hall of Fame restaurant. 2 locations of Bob's Steak and Chop House, the original Bob's on Lemon Avenue, and the gorgeous new Bob's at Craig Ranch, McKinney. My wife Mary's the co-creator of Full Moon Healing Balm, and I guess I'm the reason this terrific cream was developed. A few years ago, I began getting these huge, ugly blood blotches just beneath the skin of my arms and hands. The condition's called senile purpura. And no, you don't have to be senile to experience this embarrassment. It happens as you age. And then to cover it up, we begin wearing long sleeves even when it's hot. It took 2 years working with a New Jersey lab to refine the all-natural ingredients of Full Moon Healing. Gently massage a very small amount into the skin, and within a day, the blotches begin to fade. Senile purpura usually takes weeks to disappear, but this balm cuts the timeline to about a week. And ordering's so easy. Just go to the website, fullmoonhealingco.com. Okay, how many hours have been spent in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and probably around the country debating Dak Prescott? One man's opinion, me. Dak's a pretty good quarterback, but that's all. He's a pretty good quarterback. Is he top 10? I don't believe so. Now, in fantasy, he may be because the Cowboys sling it around a lot. But in reality, where is he? Where does he rank? I'd say somewhere in the 11 to 15 range. Some weeks, he'll bob up as a solid quarterback. And then other weeks, he won't. There's nothing wrong with being just a pretty good quarterback in the NFL. Let's say you're the 12th best quarterback on the face of the earth. There is nothing wrong with that. But if you are, you can't shoulder the burden of a lower talent team and be expected to drag it into the playoffs, drag it to the Super Bowl, Jerry, after the game, was asked questions about his faith in the club, and he said his faith in the club began with number 4, Dak Prescott. Well, Dak on Sunday lost his number 1 receiver, CeeDee Lamb. And he reverted to the Dak of some years past. He started to dink and dunk and dump. Was his completion percentage terrific? Oh, sure. Let me tell you, if I were allowed to play in the NFL with my walker, I could throw 3-yard passes a lot. I could throw a lot of them complete. That's not going to move you down the field. The Cowboys need chunk plays. The Bears had chunk plays all day for their team. Dak, one worries, what will he do without CeeDee Lamb? Because Lamb is his go-to. Lamb is the guy that pulls the wagon. He's the lead pony here. And without him, Dak has George Pickens, who, maybe this is unfair to George, but he was not a number 1 receiver in Pittsburgh, though that's what his rank was. And he's a number 2 receiver here. And Jake Ferguson's a nice tight end. He caught a bunch of passes on some dump downs. But the bottom line for Cowboy fans, and what frustrates them, I believe, is that Dak is being paid as the highest paid quarterback in the league, the highest paid player in the league. And at some point, what you're being paid and what you produce get compared with each other. And Cowboy fans have been comparing Prescott now for a decade. He's the 12th best quarterback in the league, let's say. But he's the number 1 paid quarterback in the league. It's not his fault. I'd take the money too. If somebody wanted to roar in here and offer me $1 million an episode, I'd be a fool not to take it. Dak would have been a fool not to take the $60 million the Cowboys offered him. But that $60 million paints a target on him. A target of expectation. Cowboy fans see that money and expect that to be Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson or pick a name of other quarterbacks. Maybe Jordan Love coming in this week. Anyway, Dak gets blamed for things that aren't his fault. But the bottom line is also the bottom line. And sometimes a quarterback is expected to at least drag a team to respectability. And it appears that's what Dak's chore is going to be this year.
And now a word from our title sponsor. Today's episode has been brought to you by Fluent Financial, Retire Earlier, Live Better, and by Bob's Steak and Chop House on Lemon in Dallas and in Craig Ranch in McKinney. Bob's, a Dallas tradition for more than 30 years.
If you've enjoyed Just Wondering, please hit follow, and a fresh new episode will land in your mailbox early every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning. Should you know a sports fan who might like our work, please share our contact information with that person. Just Wondering is technically directed by my wife, Mary, who is also occasionally a talent on the show. It's produced by Mike Matern, edited and posted by Ashley Bullington. Thanks for listening to today's episode of Just Wondering. I'm Norm Hitzges, and know that every day I'll be just wondering about something.
And I'm Mary Hitzges, and I'll just be wondering too.
This is a Stolen Water Media production.